So the easiest way for you to actually start making money from your account that you're growing is something that we've done using other people. So we've covered this already in the reverse. Now we just have to reverse it to actually have us be the ones being paid to promote other people's stuff. And of course, it's Instagram shoutouts. And it's the easiest way for you to actually start making money today. You can go and make money. You can make $100 today if you have the right account and if you've used the strategies inside this course and build a hybrid account or built a themed account in order to grow a brand. You can now start to monetize them. So with a following, now that you've got that, there are two ways of selling shoutouts. One is to sell to accounts, and the other is to sell to brands and make brand deals. So the first one, sell to accounts. You can see that you can just go and get somebody who wants to grow their Instagram account like we wanted to grow our Instagram account, and you can go and promote them on your own brand, on your own Instagram page. So you can see this one is for Instagram mentors who are promoting somebody else. They've actually posted that on their own account to promote somebody else's account that they can go and be followed. So this is the same shout out that we've been looking at the entire time. Now, the keys for actually going, and I'm going to actually show you how to get these shout outs at the end of this lecture. I'm just introducing you to this. I thought that's important to mention. We're not skipping through that. I'm going to show you exactly how you can go and get paid for this. But what you need to know is you need to keep things on brand and niche specific, and don't be putting out spammy content. Otherwise, you're going to hurt your affinity with your audience. You can also sell promotions to a business. So not necessarily promoting an Instagram account or an Instagram brand, but promoting and getting brand deals and sponsorship deals that aren't just one post. You can actually be a representative of a brand. Now remember, you want to be niche specific again, unobtrusive, no spam ads, and keep it on brand. So how can you go and get something like this, which is probably a $5,000 deal for about 10 different posts, or something like this where they're probably making about $50 to $100 per post that they post on their Instagram page. Now, it's actually a lot easier than you think, and you actually already know how to do it because we've actually been there as a buyer already. And you can either get people to reach out to you. These will come naturally as you have a account that is actually successful, or you can reach out to other people or brands. So remembering when we were reaching out to brands, you have a look at their bio and you can put DM for submission, you can put your email in there, or you can put your WhatsApp in there for people to actually start reaching out to you through these mediums like you did to them in order to ask you about shoutouts. And you can have a price list all ready to go. I'll tell you a good guide for what you should be charging depending on your account size and your affinity. And people will start naturally reaching out to you. But remember, you need to do the things in this course first. You need to actually grow an engaged following before you can actually start to monetize with shoutouts. There's a couple of other ways you can actually start monetizing instantly without a big brand, and we're going to get into that in this lecture. So the second way that you can go and get your shoutouts or your brand deals is outbound. You can go and research new accounts that are building a following and reach out to them, DM them and say, hey, I actually do shoutouts if you want help. These are some of the results. I've got other accounts. I can get the same to you. I charge $100. And should you charge $100? How much should you actually charge? The best way to get an understanding of what the industry rate is, of what the going rate in your niche is, to reach out to accounts in your niche. Remember how much they charged you and price your shoutouts as a competitive price against these ones, because this is what they're going to be comparing against. And you can also remember, you can go and list your account on something like Flipmass, which is the #1 shoutout sold place to go. It's an app where people can buy shoutouts. Remember, you need more than $10,000 followers to use this app. But once you're in there for life, and you'll be able to sell your shoutouts on a very high-end marketplace. Now, using your your competitors as a guide to how much you should actually charge. Make sure that you are happy charging that price. Make sure, because you need to know that you're going to be posting on your own account in front of your own followers. So making sure that's on brand and you're getting paid well for it. Don't undercharge for your shoutouts. Now, the general rough guide rule, and remember, I want you to go do your own market research in your niche so you know how much to charge, is the companies have a general rule of a cent per follower. And if you have 100,000 followers, well, then you should probably charge about $100 per shoutout. But once again, it depends on the niches. If you've got 10,000 followers, you probably make between $30 and $50 a shout out, which is pretty cool. Like 20 seconds of work in order to get someone else's ad in front of your audience, and you make $30 to $50. And obviously the price goes up the further up you go up this ladder. But once again, if you're building a brand, you don't want to be doing this. This is just a quick way that people can monetize themed accounts. And you want to really make sure that you are not hurting your affinity with your brand and your audience. And if you are a business and if you are actually selling your own products, that's a much better way for a long-term money-making strategy, is just to keep it on brand and don't shout out other people's accounts. Remember, this shout out strategy is for people with large followings who have used these strategies in this course to build something similar to what I built for my Instagram brand. But I don't do shout outs. I promote my own stuff because my own stuff is the most relevant stuff to these followers, and I can promote it to them over the long term without hurting our affinity. So if you are going this way, really remember, you need to have a strong affinity with your audience, and you want to make sure you're sprinkling in these promotions inside a sea of already high quality, awesome content that your audience loves.